how is everything put together? So what are the relationships? How do you,
Ramesh, sorry to interrupt. It seems we kind of lost
oh,
you. Is that right? Oh, maybe not. You're fine.
oh, okay, okay. Oh, I was worried too. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So how to put these elementary components together is a much harder question. You may agree with me, you may disagree with me, but that's the whole point of this discussion. So a very interesting question is often asked is, can we build a machine that can turn grass into milk? Is that physically possible? As a matter of fact, these machines exist. And one of the pictures here shows such a machine. This is a cow. It can feed it grass and it can turn the grass into milk. How does it do that? No idea. And even though these machines exist, like, we have no idea how they function. So that's the internal frontier. Okay, so moving on, complex systems, and I also have to say that there is no formal definition of what a complex system is, but oftentimes there are a few general characteristics that we attribute to complex systems. For example, they are composed of many interacting components, a large number of interacting components. They often exhibit emergent properties or patterns that arise purely from local interactions, and there's no centralized control in the system, and yet the system is able to achieve or display these beautiful emergent patterns. As you can see on the picture to the right, it's a swarm of birds. It's a classic example that people use to describe a complex system. And I'm sure all of us have seen these swarms. There is no central leader bird in these swarms. And so what the birds do is they just follow their surroundings. So the interactions are purely local, and yet they don't bump into each other. They don't display complicated random motion where they might hit it. Somehow they're able to function as a unit, as a whole. And perhaps if you're looking for a definition of complex systems less than 4 words, Philip Anderson said it the best: more is different. When you have fewer interacting entities, things are simpler, but as you add more interactions or more things to the system, it becomes complex. It turns out systems display phenomena like universality and scaling and phase transitions and other critical phenomena. And physicists over the years have already developed tools. So there are already existing tools in their toolboxes that they have used for a long time to study physical systems, and the same techniques or same approaches could be useful in describing these systems. Okay, so moving on to the next slide. What is a network? So in a very basic, simple terms, a network is a collection of nodes with links between them. I am sort of presenting it in a way that's a very new field, but that is actually not the case. The story of networks goes as far back as the 18th century with this problem of 7 bridges of Königsberg. So in the city of Königsberg, so the city is set on both the 2 sides of a river that cuts the city in between, and there are two big islands in the city. So the problem of 7 bridges was to construct a walk through the city, that you travel the whole city by crossing each bridge exactly once. And you can start from anywhere in the city, but the goal is